guys, welcome to another video. For today's video, very strong topic. Prepare your coffee. I have heavy coffee here, and excuse me for talking a bit down because my family is still sleeping and I woke up early. So let's start. I am sure that you have probably heard about Charlie and Erika Kirk, and Charlie was CEO of one big organization, Turning Point USA, that was a kind of political organization, but at the same time it was an organization that was promoting for youth some kind of education about free speech and about dialogue, and you can find so many videos of Charlie online where he was going to campuses and where he would actually go and talk to students about so many topics. Sip of coffee. It's necessary. So for me, I first saw Charlie in that light, and after he died, we have all seen that his wife Erika took over the whole organization. Now here, what's the problem here? She was being active on some of his speeches, and she was also promoting the same values, and she was having the same kind of way of thinking about some things, and it seemed like they were compatible very much, especially because of so many things that they agreed on, which is normal. They were married, they had children, and we can say that they had some of the core same values. Their values were the same, and they were like preaching almost the same thing. When you look their presentations, their emissions, where they would be on the stage, both of them at the same time. And here, what's the problem? When Erika started doing her own thing separately from her husband, who obviously was killed, she started doing something weird. So what's that weird thing? She started having different kinds of opinions about many things. The hardest example of it was when Charlie said that Nicki Minaj and Cardi B were not really role models for young girls, and Erika did something completely different. Now here, it can be said, okay, now she's a different person, she can have a different opinion, she can have admiration towards one celebrity while he doesn't, and that's normal. But when you take over that huge organization, and you say that you will follow your husband's steps and do his legacy, and then you do something the opposite, now that's weird for people. Also, the way that she was creating, we can say a lot of different things about that. I think that should be a topic for another video, because I have some specific opinion about her grieving. But let's just say that she was behaving unusual for the most of people, and some of I don't know if you knew about this, but Charlie's friend Candice Owens started her own podcast way before this all happened, and she was covering topics that were mainly political and that had some kind of influence on society. And since he was one of her best friends, she started some kind of investigation, because she was not sure that the government did everything to find out who did this, and she kind of doesn't believe that it was his murder or murder only organized by one person. So her main focus was to really discover what was happening behind the closed doors. So what was happening in Turning Point, USA. While Erika Kirk said, like, they're all family, I trust them, I don't believe that anyone is involved, and things like that. So two of them have very different kinds of opinions about these things, which is normal. We can say that Candice can more objectively look at the investigation because she was not his partner, while Erika must have some kind of faith in police and everything. FBI, I know who was in all this case, and that's why she had to say thank you to the states and everything. The big problem begins when Candice starts to unravel what was happening, and one of the main things that she discovered was things about Erika's life, and how she was not that honest about her statements about her life, and she did that repeatedly, like it was happening and another lie and another lie, and those lies were not like classic lies. They were like wrapped in ribbon, and you can see those things but say like, oh, but maybe she didn't mean it like that, maybe this, maybe that. So her lies were really nicely wrapped in a ribbon, and that's why so many people got angry with that. Also, she lied about some crucial things that she was pointing as big events in her life, and that's crucial. Also, what was happening in past few days, Candice found relations between Erika and Jeffrey Epstein, which was talked about before any kind of investigation about it. In Jeffrey Epstein's files, there's no explicitly named Erika, but what was found was that she was working in one of the modeling agencies where she was basically finding places for young models to stay. And when I say for young models, it was about young girls who were taken there and who were promised God knows what, and who unfortunately didn't really end up having any careers or anything, but they became a victim of Jeffrey Epstein. This relation with him and with his organization, because he couldn't do this alone, being part of his organization and knowing what he did to so many young girls is terrifying, really. And we cannot really justify Erika and her life. Something I have noticed, I'm not defending her, let's be clear, I'm just seeing the facts here, for someone who maybe was not really into all of these things. She was always saying that her journey in New York was too much heavy for her. It was too much. She didn't want to live that way. She became a godly woman. She wanted to not pursue her career, or if that can be career, that's questionable. But she said that she doesn't want her career to be focused on these things, that she wants something different, and that she wanted a bit more peaceful life with her husband, with her kids. So maybe she found another life, and she kind of realized that this was so bad. That's just a maybe, we can say so many different things. So maybe this happened, maybe this didn't happen, but for sure I will definitely continue to watch so many different things about this topic, because it is so interesting to me, and I really want to know what will she say about these things, whether she will confirm, whether she will say that she changed her life, that she found out some things that were happening there, that she got back on her 2 feet and tried to move on from that organization, or not, or that she didn't know about what was happening there. We have so many scenarios that can be done, so let's follow this situation and we will see what will happen. But for sure that's really interesting topic, and if you want to do more about this and know more, I will be gladly to make I will feel glad to make some kind of videos about this topic as well. But definitely these new facts that we found were really shocking and really something that we have to keep on following and see what will happen next. That's for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in next video.